We will discuss XRP's potential to become an ESDR, or global reserve. Before we get right in and discuss institutions and their covert activities, I want you to listen to a little clip. Michael Saylor will then discuss Bitcoin and where he believes it is headed in the first quarter of 2025. So without further ado, take a seat, unwind, and let's get started. $93,815 for Bitcoin. As of right now, it has dropped 0.72% over the last day. Ethereum is down 0.81%, closing at $3,344. At $1, USDC is pouring in, while USDT is coming in at 99 cents. Additionally, XRP is down 1.75% at $2.14. Make sure you focus on only one thing on XRP, as I mentioned in the video this morning. It will be quite positive if we conclude the year above $2. Everything will be okay if we also include the weekly close over $2 and the first week of January. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies is $3,279 billion. I'll now give you a recap of the first video in case you didn't see it through to the conclusion. After that video, we said the following: over Thanksgiving 1 month ago, XRP was worth 60 cents. We are currently sitting above $2. Everyone, that is a huge victory. And we're going to identify XRP in a very, very supportish timeline as it finds its new base. Before it can resume its ascent, it is constructing a lovely support around the new foundation. Nothing rises in a straight line, even during a bull market. Keep it in mind. Nothing is going to rise straight up. It will rise. It will fix itself. It will discover its new foundation and level of support. Around that area, it will gain strength before continuing to rise again. It's that easy. It's that easy. Saylor, Michael, the area of Bitcoin accumulation has returned. In my opinion, a few weeks of stabilization might pave the way for a huge breakout, he stated. According to him, $130,000 by the end of Q1 seems imminent. And he's right, you see. Bitcoin is locked in the $90,000 to $100,000 range. Our record high is approximately $108,000. It will be really difficult to get over the range of $108,000 to $115,000 that I offered you. We will witness Bitcoin surge and reach $150,000 once that is broken. It's simple. It is simple to reach $150,000. Simply put, breaking out of this range is difficult. But what do you know? There will come a moment when the market makers will receive the signal. They will be instructed to take down their small set of walls. The price will skyrocket after those barriers are taken down. The Bitcoin chart is shown here. Nothing noteworthy based on this chart. Red indicates resistance, as you can see. Up to the all-time high of about $108,000, we encountered opposition. Around $92,000, we received nice support that Bitcoin has been honoring. We always see a bounce back to the upside when it hits $92,000. We'll see a rebound to the upside if we reach $92,000 once more, which could happen or not. After that, we must surpass $100,000 and then $108,000. It will move quickly, anywhere from $100,000 to $108,000. However, it's barely above the $108,000 mark, which is where we need to keep an eye on Bitcoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin won't drop below $90,000 again during this bull run. This, in my opinion, is unfolding precisely the way 2017 did, which is wonderful because everyone is aware of what transpired in that year. Crazy parabolic blow-off tops have been observed. Those parabolic blow-off tops didn't actually occur, unlike in 2020. Bitcoin and many other alts were cut short. That's okay, though, because when we compare, I'll probably bring this up in my next video, and we overlay the present position in 2024 with the position in 2017. It actually looks exactly like it. It's crazy. It is really bullish because it is crazy. We discuss such parabolic blow-off tops later in 2025 in this manner. We discuss how XRP's dominance could surpass 6%. We discuss the correction, tax season, and the initial increase that will occur in Q1. It actually imitates it. I'll have both side by side. I'll obtain the overlay and present it to you. We all know what occurred in 2020, so it's a good thing that it doesn't replicate that year. The bull run ended abruptly. XRP's market cap dominance dipped to 6%. The SEC also filed a lawsuit against us. It was an absolute catastrophe. It was a complete disaster. In my opinion, we won because we've already surpassed the highest we received, which was $1.96. Look at the price of XRP on Christmas, he continues, referring to XRP 321. It has been around for 11 years. You might have gotten in for 2 cents in 2013. 2014 saw little movement and a decline. 2015 and 2016 saw significant declines. You might have gotten in for $0.006 in 2016. I wish I had been admitted. In 2017, I was admitted. The moment was a bit too late. We switched to $2.30 in 2017. In 2018, we made 34 cents. Keep in mind that 2020, 2019, and 2018 were all bear years. He sat at 34 cents, 19 cents, and 21 cents since the bull began around the end of 2020 and continued into 2021. 83 cents in 2021. We were 33 cents in 2022. 61 cents from the previous year. We were at $2.33 on Christmas this year. That's enormous. That is really enormous. Listen to this clip now. The XRP Strategic Global Reserve is discussed. Give or take 13 months, as the reserve will be established in 2026. It states that full liquidity will be created in 2026, yet this is not the case. For many multinational organizations, the SDR has evolved into a unit of account, a payment method, and a value storage device. Naturally, the IMF claims that the SDR is not a currency at this time. However, it resembles money quite a bit. SDR will become a currency if commercial banks are among the designated holders. Therefore, we might have an SDR-centered international monetary system with floating exchanges if IMF members agree to make the SDR a currency and place it at the core of the system with flexible SDR allocations. John Maynard Keynes' ideal of the IMF becoming a clearing union based on SDR may also come true, albeit this is unlikely to happen anytime soon. He uttered something that you heard. It's fascinating. We discuss what would have to occur for XRP to become a reserve asset when we examine it as a whole, correct? Several important requirements must be met. Naturally, we also need broad government adoption, and as we all know, Ripple is collaborating with numerous governments, financial institutions, international organizations, and more. First, the clarity of the regulations. I think we can cross that off our list. XRP requires a well-defined regulatory framework. That's what it has. The United States seemed to be the last to provide us with this checkmark, but now we have it. We require central banks to accept us widely. I think we heard that Ripple is working with someone, but I can't remember if it was Monica Long or Sandy. I believe that just around 6 or 7 of the 50 or so central banks that they were collaborating with have been made public. Therefore, central banks and financial institutions are necessary when discussing broad adoption, particularly when discussing cross-border settlements. We have that. We could get rid of that one. Of course, more central banks should adopt it, but in my opinion, the fact that we have 30 to 50 is a positive sign. Stability as well as expandability. We are undoubtedly stable. I mean, fuck, you've witnessed XRP's price remain steady for so long. It is referred to as a stablecoin. We are aware that it can scale to more than 1,500 transactions per second when discussing scalability. The intriguing portion is about to begin. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, must acknowledge XRP as part of its Special Drawing Rights, SDR, basket. This would need another government to use a cryptocurrency as its base currency. This is why we need to discuss the IMF. We haven't arrived yet. But who may recall the old video where Brad and Ross were discussing XRP and Ripple while seated on stage, and someone questioned if XRP would end up in the IMF's basket? And he laughed. He was unsure of what to say. That's the intriguing aspect of this situation. Then, when Christine Lagarde was in charge of the IMF, we would frequently see her accompanying Brad to these high-level gatherings of heads of monetary authorities and central bankers, where Brad would explain to them what Ripple does, as well as the use case and overall power of XRP. After that, an integration with the CBDC is required. We are aware that the XRP ledger can support digital currencies issued by central banks. If they so want, they can utilize a stablecoin or use XRP to move funds across currencies. That has simply not yet been formally announced to us. We may discuss Palau, their actions with the US dollar, and how they are using XRP to support them. Since many other cryptocurrencies, don't have central bank digital currencies tapping into them, it appears to me that XRP is checking all the boxes when we consider all of this and the requirements that must be met for it to become a world reserve asset. They don't collaborate with central banks. Their scalability is lacking. Their adoption isn't very common. Therefore, the phrase level playing field is frequently used while discussing XRP and its position on the level playing field. Folks, XRP is the obvious winner if you actually put it on an even playing field. This is fascinating. Let's wait and see where the future leads.